It was the dream of Avalon that led King Artorius to these shores. And of course, the wise counsel of the enchanter, Mirrodin. But the enchanter became obsessed with the island's mysteries. An insidious evil claimed his soul. The wars of crimson madness raged for a century. So many banners, all fallen to the corruption. I know not what transpired to end the conflict. We found no answers as to Mirrodin's fate. No trace of the High King. I sought new peace and purpose here in the Brightwood, but it would not last. A plague of soulless lost emerged. Brother Umberto and I formed the Bright Vigil to fight the darkness. But he stood alone when I left in search of my Lord King. I returned empty-handed to witness the results of my failure. The Vigil fallen to despair, and the Brightwood bright no more. Yes, friend. You are now acquainted with my regretful decision to abandon Umberto and go on a fruitless quest to find the king. My only desire now is to atone for my mistakes, but I'm not sure where to begin. Indeed, I would like nothing more than to find company in this lamentable endeavor. If you are willing to overlook my failed duties to the Vigil, then I will heartily accept your offer. It was among these townships and the nearby manor that Umberto and I founded the Vigil. I know the manor well. I will search there for clues, and you can search the towns. May the light be with us both.
Welcome back to the Ironman, everybody. We're making our way down here on the map to try to find this brother Umberto. Obviously, we're doing the Ironman, so there's no trading with other players. We're on the trade house. And on the Brightwood quest lines, it's a lot of fun. And we're working our way to level 60. Here we've found the next journal from Umberto, so let's see what it says.
Umberto's journal, March 17th. A cold wind blows instead of spring, and the trees of Brightwood are dry and devoid of new growth. Poor Pastor Pruitt fell lost, along with the rest of Walsham. And now the lost are appearing here in Wolfseg. Since Galahad's departure, several knights have left the Vigil, and I have begun recruiting and training the local townsfolk as new vigilants. They've taken to calling themselves shadow hunters, and I won't discourage you. Anything that keeps them hopeful is welcome. Umberto.
Dark days indeed for brother Umberto as he fights against the Lost. See what's happening if you haven't seen the first episode of the series is the Lost had invaded and he created this thing called the Vigil where he was fighting all the Lost, which is what you're seeing right now. So I'm trying to find him. I'm trying to find this guy.
Umberto's journey, June 8th. It is the peak of summer, but it remains cold and crops wither in the field. It seems every week we awaken one morning to find another of the townsfolk has fallen lost. Despite my misgivings, I've come to accept the only solution is to bury them. Strange as it may be to see graveyards on Eternum, my greater concern is that they will soon be widespread.
Another moral conundrum. They're burying the Lost alive. And so every time they come across someone or they turn lost, they would bury them alive, which, well, I mean, they're not alive, are they? They're ghosts. But is that a moral decision? You tell me. But don't worry, brother Umberto. I'm trying to find you, friend.
Ah, it is good to see you, young warden. I have bad news. I found a large force of corrupted to the east. Sir Galahad has informed me that corruption has claimed the manor as well. Sir Galahad continues the search in a town just north. The Bright Knight refuses to believe the corrupted have again become a greater threat. But you and I know better, and we cannot simply walk away. We must try. I hope to find only simple pockets of the corrupted, but they appear to be consolidating. I suggest you enter the manor and strike down the corrupted commander. It could buy us time.
No, man, how? If it's not bad enough that the Lost have overtaken the whole of Brightwood, now the corruption are coming in as well. Anyway, my bags are full, so I need to head down to the old Everfull, my trading place, to do some crafting to empty out the bags. And also, I head on to the Covenant faction to hand in my quest and move up the next level. I am now a Covenant Templar. Right, first things first, got to empty out the old bags. It's definitely getting quite full now, but that's right, I'll be doing a whole bunch of crafting, so it'll be all good. Okay, apparently I was so invested in the story, I was like, nope, not going to do any crafting, just going to get right back into it. So, off I go. So I come into this church, and how dare this corruption swine take residence in a church of all places. But I come into the church, and I attack the corruption commander. So I come across this recipe here, so increases your harvesting luck, I think. So, not too bad.
I welcome your aid for Umberto's sake, but I did not realize you were a soul warden. During the wars, your order insisted on the delusion that the Crimson Madness could not be defeated. Your friend Jonas now claims it's returned. Yes, some corrupted still linger, but I assure you, the Crimson Sorcerer is long gone. The old man won't hear it. He scouts ahead, determined to prove there's an army of the possessed hiding somewhere in the forest. What matters most, however, is that we're united in seeking Brother Umberto. To me, it's clear. The darkness consuming the Brightwood is the Lost. Umberto and I swore to fight it, and I will honor that oath. Nothing to explain how this entire region fell to the Lost. Just horrific stories as so many succumbed to despair. There is evidence Umberto and the Vigil abandoned this place, but no indication where they went. Very well. I have a few more houses to search in Wolfsegg village. The Vigilants were apparently burying Lost in a nearby graveyard. You should check there, and then we'll rejoin the old man.
Man, can I just repeat how damn cool Brightwood is? I love these ghosts. I love the dark gloominess of it. Oh man, so cool. Like, look at all these little candles. Anyway, here we are. We're about to find out the next part and what happened to Umberto. Or once I open the stop and run up. Here we go. Next story.
Condemnation of the Stott family. Let it be known that the Stott family committed crimes against the community by conspiring to hide the fact that certain members of the household had fallen lost. Unsurprisingly, the plague spread, and we now commit the entire family to the earth. Let it be known that the Stott family's keep at Cairdan has been seized by the Bright Vigil.
Yikes. Notice he's calling himself the Grand Vigilant Umberto now, not Brother Umberto. I think that's a little bit of a sign that he's turned a little evil. He literally buried people alive because they'd tried to hide that their family members had gone to Lost. That is so twist. Brother Umberto, what are you doing? The priesthood has such an outstanding name. And now you're just casting it into the mud with your actions. Well, I guess it's morning time. Can't believe I was up all night looking for a Brother Umberto. Brightwood doesn't look as good in the daytime. Bring back the nighttime with all the gloominess and the mists and the glowing lights and the ghosts. The death seeping around. This daytime stuff is for boring people. Do I look like I need any sun? Look at me. got no hair on my head. I'll burn.
Glad you're here. The old man seems quite disturbed, but your presence will reassure him. In regards to Umberto, I found references to the Bright Vigil relocating to a more defensible location. I might even know where. Then my suspicions were correct. The fortress of Caer Dun lies some distance from here, however. I will go straight away, and I will leave you to sort out the truth and the fiction with Jonas. We'll meet again, soon.
Honest, will you calm your ass down? You're freaking Gallagher out.
But I am relieved to see the knight depart. He clings to his ignorance with unwavering assurance. The corrupted are here in force, just as I suspected. This level-headed ranger has confirmed it. The ranger already scouted the extent of the territory the corrupted have claimed. He believes their only goal is to collect resources for their war machine. But I suspect a more sinister purpose. That is what you must investigate. I suggest you start in the mine. It could very well be something buried here. Find out what the corrupted are seeking, and then meet me in the town of Calvary to the east.
Okay, so Brother Umberto's turned evil now that he's the Grand Vigilant. And these corrupted are up to no good, but we don't know what kind of ungood they're up to. But we're about to go find that out with the utmost urgency. After we collect the silver. Oh yeah, and these slimy twist caps. Alright, so we've made our way into Kilyu's mine, and it's full of corrupted. So surely we will find an answer in here as we thin out their numbers. Oh, they're extracting Azov, and we know that Azov is really important for the Angry Earth. So I'm guessing that can't be good. Well, take that. Ha! Click Azov now. Now, after Azov has been destroyed, Chief Kalyu, I'm sorry, you corrupted bastard, but you have to die. Ow, he hits hard. Got heals for this sort of thing though. You drank a potion just to ensure it. Here comes the blade. Blade of Death, once I get the mana. There he goes. Problem solved. More blowing things up. Ah, come on. There we go. More corruption bosses that need to be killed. Well, this guy seems like he's more of a more higher up. He's got a bit more of a swing to his hammer. Hits a little bit. Oh no, well, he takes a lot more damage though. Ow, stop knocking me on my ass. Ah, goes down easy with the old void plane in the old gut.
I was on the verge of going to search for you, to apologize. I doubted both you and the old man, but I was wrong. On the way to Caer Dun, I witnessed firsthand the size and activity of the corrupted forces here in the Brightwood. On that matter, I am as yet undecided. Finding Umberto is still my first priority. Caer Dun offered more questions than answers. Something dark happened there, and it now lies vacant, perhaps even cursed. I've been inquiring around town whether anyone here was a witness to the Vigil's fall. But when I saw Jonas, I knew it was my duty to make amends to you both. The old man has more courage than good sense. He's gone to ascertain whether the corrupted have a presence in Great Cleave. I urged him to wait, but he refused. I suggest you head north right away to ensure his safety. I will continue to seek answers regarding Umberto and the Bright Vigil.
So I'm just doing some basic crafting now. So my leatherings, let's see where I'm at. My leathering is at 56, but after that it's up to 59. So I haven't really been focusing too much on the crafting, just kind of breaking down what I collect on my way, but making sure that I collect everything I find. In terms of the linen, I'm on 54. I don't think I got too much, so we'll move on from there. In terms of armor, it's still quite low. I was on 24, this brings me up to 28. I want to get that to 50 so I can start making myself some decent sized bags, because I've still got quite a low inventory load. My cooking, I get up to 41. And finally, my iron is from 58 to 60. And then I'm also trying to get my engineering up, because I want to be able to make good tools and stuff. But yeah, so that's the other focus, that and the armoring. That's all I'm trying to really get up right now. But in order to do that, I need some wood. This is gonna be good. My engineering is 49, so I'm actually gonna be able to get to the next level to make those crafting tools, which is pretty awesome. There we go, 50 engineering. And once again, I chopped down some more wood, but I hit another milestone. Here we go. Oh yeah, 50 logging. The reason I chopped down that wood was I needed more steel, and I needed some charcoal from the wood to make the steel. So that gets my smelting to 70, and now a little bit higher speed, but I get to make my steel crafting tools. How cool is this? Steel logging axe. And then I make that. See, there's nothing. Yep, make the steel mining axe. It's not too bad with the mining luck. Alright, so I'm going to make myself a steel skinning knife. Skinning yields. Okay, that's pretty good. And then the sickle. Let's see what we get for that. It's not too bad either. So I don't have to get too fussed about it at such a low level. But yeah, so I make my little crafting tools, which is cool. And after all that, I end up on 62 engineering. So it was a pretty good crafting session. A hand and some town quests, and now I am level 37. So making my way to 60. And with that, I will head up towards the cold, icy cliffs of the Great Cleave and head towards Ban, or whatever, however you pronounce it, and find out what's going on and that what happened to Brother Umberto, what he did, what dark secrets lie within there. And I'm just trying to find Jonas as he's heading his way up there. But that will be for the next series. Thanks everyone for watching, and I will give you the next load of the Brightwood stories very soon. Thank you very much. Goodbye.